Hi, I'm Rachel Timlin, Cultural Arts Supervisor for the City of Farmington Hills Special Services Department. Our department offers many wonderful camps throughout the summer, and today we are here at Art Adventure Camp. Art Adventure Camp takes place at beautiful Heritage Park. In this camp, they will learn about photography, visual arts, pottery, drawing, painting, collage. We learn music and storytelling, performance.
I like music and photography. If you like art a lot, it's very creative and you get to do fun things. And it's not just doing like pictures, it's like storytelling and acting and taking pictures and making cool sounds with music.
We have 4 instructors for the camp. They're all professionals in their fields of study, and each of the instructors has an assistant who is also interested in the arts. The camp is divided into 4 different groups based on age, and each of those groups of kids spend time in each class. We have photography, music, storytelling, performance, and studio art. So the kids rotate through those classes throughout the day. And we also have a free play period after lunch where the kids as a group get together, they eat lunch together, and then they have a free play time. So let's go talk to a few of our instructors and see what this camp is all about. Hi, I'm here with Baba Isa. Baba Isa is our music teacher for Art Adventure Camp. He has been with this camp for 4 years now. He is a wonderful instructor. Baba Isa, would you like to tell us a little bit about what you do in your class?
Basically what we do is we get everybody engaged in creating original compositions. So I start them out with a few elements in rhythm, a few melodic elements, and they form into groups and they get to practice ensemble dynamics and they get to exercise their creativity. So about, say, Wednesday of every week, they have come to the point where they're owning their compositions and all they want to do is come in and get at it and consult with each other and create music that the world has never heard before.
Okay. And what kind of instruments are they playing while they're doing this?
Some tempered instruments like keyboards. Mm-hmm. You know, we're lucky this year because we had 4, thanks to you. And we also use a lot of percussion instruments, drums, as well as boom whackers and some PVC pipes that I brought in, and as well as, you know, shakers and tambourines and rattles.
Yeah, I remember one year you made your own instruments.
Yeah,
with the
which
PVC
you
piping,
initiated,
right?
yes, because we were trying to imitate the bamboo instruments.
Right.
And it started me on a whole thing. It opened up a whole new thing for me, you know, making those.
Now, what do you find most enjoyable about this camp?
It's so many things. First of all, I like the, if I could say this, the spiritual ambiance of Farmington is it's wonderful and it's productive of a lot of creativity. And I love the fact that the kids come here and they are really primed for taking advantage of this camp, which I think is unique in that it views art as an adventure. So they get to delve into themselves and find out things that they didn't know about themselves and find out that they are composers, you know.
Right.
So I love that. I love seeing what they come up with, given a few things to work with.
Now, and you incorporate the park into your teaching as well.
Yes.
So I know you take some walks over to the pond.
Yes.
And you make music with water. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we, you know, there are 2, I feel, very important factors to deal with. And one is the sun. And within, you know, us being related to the sun and made out of the same elements as the sun, The other part is that is using music to connect ourselves more with nature, with the sun and with water, because we are 75 to 80% water, so we have been exploring how sound and music affects water, not only the water in lakes and ponds, but the water in our bodies, and how that how that affects our temperament and everything else. So basically we're just trying to integrate in with nature and
Right.
take music and make it be more of a something that we can connect with the world with.
Great. Thank you so
Is that
much.
good?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Turtle wanted to say, look how high we are. But he remembered.
Hi, I'm here with Karen Zarnick. Karen is our storytelling teacher for Art Adventure Camp. And Karen has been with us since we started this camp 8 years ago now. So you have a lot of experience here. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your background?
So I've been doing professional storytelling for probably close to 17 years.
Okay.
I have studied theater in college, was always in performance. I'm a musician and a singer-songwriter. And I came to storytelling when I saw my son at preschool observe a storyteller, and I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. I want to do that. And I started studying the art of, and I've trained with various storytelling masters across the U.S. And I do a lot of performance work in libraries, schools, civic events, private events, solo performance, storytelling work. I produce a show that is for adults only, storytelling for adults only, performed by adults only, and it's authentic, real life storytelling. It's called Red Thread Stories.
Mm-hmm.
It's a show I produce annually. And it's been a really blessed career to have, really blessed to have.
Great. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do in this camp with the kids?
Yeah, so we do collaborative storytelling as well as solo storytelling.
Okay.
My objective is always to encourage the kids to do some self-discovery, express and understand that they have their own personal stories that are valuable, give them opportunities to speak in front of a group, and small group and large group. Those things come over and over again as they get older and older in school. So I think for some of the younger ones, this is one of their earliest opportunities to stand up and present in front of a group. But by doing that within story, they don't realize that they're having a performance opportunity, and they're just taken away with their story, so that some of those nerves go away.
Mm-hmm.
So those are some of the personal story things that they'll do, and then we do collaborative storytelling, where I will give them a story from a book, and they'll take it off the page, and it becomes alive. And I always explain to the kids that the story that they see on paper is not all the language they'll be using when they share the story, and so I start to encourage them and guide them into the creative, so that they start to understand that the story now is their own. A storyteller takes on a story as a very personal piece of art, and they get to shape it and twist it and call it their own by adding their own personality, their ideas and such. So
Great.
Yeah.
Great. And you also do a little bit of collaboration with the music teacher?
yeah. So sometimes we work together, and we have musicians working with our storytellers, expressing also the story through sound and music. We have sound effects with our musical instruments, as well as introductory and closing music for our stories. So yeah, we love working together with the music.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you enjoy the camp. Can you tell me
Yeah.
maybe the most enjoyable part of it for you as a teacher?
I think it really is that the kids, it's all such a crazy process in the beginning when I start to hand out these stories, and I actually don't so much hand them out, but they choose them. I share a bunch of options, and then they make those choices, because I want them to really understand and speak. I want them to have the opportunity to pick what resonates and feels to them. So first we do that, but the thing that probably is the coolest thing to me is that they really do get to have their own choice and their own input. So it's not kind of scripted theater. That's the one thing I love as a storyteller. I get to take it and play with it, mold it, shape it, make it big, make it small, and that's what they get to do. And I think that's what they really enjoy about it as well.
Great.
So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks.
Hi, I'm here with Rachel Reynolds. Rachel is our art teacher for Art Adventure Camp. She's been with this camp for 7 years now. Rachel, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Rachel Reynolds, and I have a studio in Hamtramck that I share with a sculptor. When I'm not working in my studio, I like to teach and work as an educator. Besides Farmington Hills, I also teach at Oakland University, where I teach college students. I teach at the Flint Institute of Arts, adult classes. I also teach in Grosse Pointe to mostly retired women every week. But it's important to me to give youth the opportunity to be creative. I don't think they get to do that enough. And so I'm always happy to come here in the camps in the summers and let the kids work big. I feel like in school they're always working small. I want them to work big. We give them lots of, get messy, dress for mess.
Yeah.
They get their pans in the, everything they can't do at home, they get to do at art camp.
Good. Can you tell us a little bit about the projects that you do?
Yeah,
what kind of media you
I
use?
try to mix it up so everyone gets to play with some sculpture. So we always work with cloud clay, which is great. The clay never cracks or breaks.
Right.
We also sometimes use bendable wires to make sculptures or cut up colored pieces of wood. This year we had hand puppets and then masks that they made, so those are kind of performative, so they can use them and interact with them. We like to do paintings, drawings, collages with colored sand and glitter, tissue paper.
Right.
I just want to give them lots of materials to work with.
A little bit of everything?
Yeah.
And what do you enjoy most about this camp experience?
I like getting an opportunity to give the kids a chance to be creative and also build an audience for art. And maybe they'll grow up and want to support art and go to theater and support musicians and go to galleries. So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm here with S.K. Young, our photography teacher for Art Adventure Camp. She has been with this camp since its very beginning, 8 years ago. Can you tell us what the students do in the photography portion of this camp?
Yes, we use digital cameras, and I take the children on nature walks, which gives me the wonderful opportunity to teach them about nature and about enjoying being outside, and hopefully they will become invested in the earth. And we also do sun prints, which teaches them about how the sun relates to the product that we're using, and they can understand photosynthesis. And we make spirit bags, and we tell them to put all their goodness, which is what all children have, goodness and love, into these bags.
What do you find most enjoyable about this camp?
The kids, most certainly the kids, because I think we're all teachers and we're all learners. And every time that I walk away after all this 8 years, I always walk away with something that I didn't have when I got here, from one child or all the children, that give me an insight into how fragile we are, and yet how, like this tree that we're standing by, how strong we are. Children are brilliant. I think we underestimate them. And this is the only art camp in Michigan that does what we do. No one else does what we do. So if you want to have your children come to this art camp, it's very unique, and we're all professionals and very well versed in our field, and I think your children would enjoy it very much.
If you have any questions about Art Adventure Camp or any of the other camps the Special Services Department offers, please feel free to call us or visit us online.